Hi, good to see you.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I haven't seen you in so long.
I know. It feels like I look kind of like I'm naked, but I'm not. I'm wearing a dress. I hopped in the shower really quick.
I do that all the time. I have my low tank dress, and I'll have a meeting with someone who's like, wait a minute, you know what? I have to be wearing sleeves every single dress that I come when I'm doing a call or a webinar. How are you been, love?
Oh, I'm good. It's been really intense, and I've been creating a lot and clearing some stuff. And, I've been doing my show, which has been going awesome. I'm really excited about it. Right. And I've started having like special guests on the show. So that's kind of fun as well. And it's been cool to have something consistent, to deliver and to work on. And I launched my call, and I did the price. It was so interesting. I did the $4.97, and then I did a discount, like we talked about.
Yep.
And at the $2.97, I had a couple people register, but it wasn't until I raised the price that people registered. I was like, okay, if you want to pay me more money, I'll have that. So
it's really funny. It happens a lot. Like we typically will say the next 24 hours, it's going to go up $100. And no matter what, we'll always get people at the end. And then no matter what, we get like 4 or 5 that pay more. You're like,
yeah, what? Totally. I was like, okay, I'll have that. Sounds good. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of looking at what else. I've got a couple other, like I'm doing some live stuff, and I've got a couple other telecalls that I've planned. Not a ton for during the holiday, although I may do a couple pop-up calls, about family and holidays or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, the holidays, I tell you what, they're always actually a really good time to do even an offer and give either, let's say, a past, do a call and then say, I'm willing to do the holidays. Everyone's going to have time, is to give you access to whether it's a membership site or my past 3, programs that I had, because you're going to have time off. And you'll always get sales during the holidays. So instead of doing something live, give them something you've already done and package it up and bundle them.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. That's a good idea.
Yeah. It'll be an injection of revenue into your month. And your audience tends to always be really open to something new or, offer from you. And, now that you're keeping your show consistent, sorry, you can tell my throat is so raw. I've been recording. Is you will, now that you're seeing consistency, people will begin to know what you're doing, and you're going to start gaining more traction. Yeah. Have you been giving each of your shows like a base topic, or is it just kind of join me each week?
You know what? It's interesting. I kind of started without giving a topic, where I was just like, join me this week, and people showed up. I've gotten 100, like anywhere between 70 and 100 views on each show. Awesome. And then I thought, okay, I need to start looking at creating topics and creating a little bit more hype around it. So, I'm going to play with that. Mm-hmm. Just creating a topic before the show, and then just playing with that topic during the show. It's just been lately, it's just been like whatever was happening, and like what I was aware of and what got created and tools, and it's been fine, but I am getting the sense that I should do topics that'll draw people in a little bit more.
It will. Absolutely. And what will happen is once you're doing shows for quite some time, like I'll notice I just do them no matter what, even if I don't have my topics, to keep my, movement and my value base. Although when I do really create a topic and give them 2 to 3 days in advance email preparation, you'll get triple the attendees, because you're able to pick and choose from your topics. Mm-hmm. And they also know they have a point of why they're attending. It's just good to keep them flowing. But when you do have your topics, like I'll do a topic once or twice a month to really make sure, and I triple my list. Like it's just
cool.
And if you are, boosting it on your pages, you'll start seeing more of those people, returning if you are creating topics.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of really cool feedback, and people are watching and they're live and they're asking questions, and I'm doing facilitation. So I'm really happy with what it's creating, and it's an amazing list builder. Like I didn't even really think about that when I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm getting like hundreds of people register a week. How does it get better?
That's right. It's, it's a big deal. I mean, and this is why when I was sharing with you guys before, this has become, my number one. I never have to sell. I mean, literally when I'm ready, I just boost something up, and then I already have an audience that loves the value. And when you are giving them that much value, that list is so grateful that you can then, they're willing to pay.
Yeah.
And then you start getting enough of your list, you can begin to do JVs where you're joining other people on their shows, or they're inviting people to your list, and you're giving a portion of your, your sales.
I did that with Catherine, because she's launching a show, a program. And so I had her on my show, and that was like the most people. She has a really responsive list, and she's really more well known than I am. Like I'm, she's up here, I'm kind of here catching up. And I had a lot of people that knew people. I was like, awesome. And we do similar, it's not the same, but we do body work and body talking and all that. So I got a bunch of people on my list that already have an interest on, what I'm creating. So that was really cool. And I have a couple of guests coming up in the next few weeks that I'm excited about. So that's awesome.
A good one. Well, great. Well, good. So that's a good update. I know I've been watching you guys. I kind of pop in and out. Yeah. And then after the Bali Mastermind, it was really, just as intensive as with Media in the City, if not more, because we full sales funnels, full, everything. So, but amazing. So I've been watching you guys. I'm always around and seeing you. Your show's amazing.
And Bonnie got on the show, and she messaged me. She was like, I love your email follow-up and your branding, and how, because I have the thank you for registering, here's the link. And then I was doing like a 24-hour reminder, and then an hour reminder, and then the replay. And I just got the sense that it was too much, that in addition to my regular emails that I send. So I think I took out the 24-hour reminder, and I just put in the hour reminder. Because really, if they're there and they're available, they'll pop in, and I mean, I think that's okay. So that's really cool.
Awesome.
So I was looking at what we had, and then your team sent me a Google Doc of the things that they're missing from me. Okay. And they were asking me for blog stuff, and I was like, no, Rhonda was supposed to talk to you guys about whether or not we could do a website. Okay, cool. And
we did. As I mean, sometimes they're just making sure, because I'm, holding everyone very accountable to what's getting done. But and I also spoke with Jenny. She said, hey, Patty was asking. I said, do you remember we talked about this? And she said, oh yeah, I did. So all is good to be able to do. What has to happen, I think we discussed this, you've got to really know exactly what you want in the spaces, and you're really good at that.
And I was thinking about it, and I was like, gosh, I wonder which template I'm going to use. And then you sent me 3 templates. I was like,
awesome. Well, these ones
look at them.
They are the best. They're the highest converting templates, and they're the ones they're really connected more to your audience as well. I'm building one right now, and let me just make sure which number. The Divine course is really good. You know what I'm going to do, honey? I'm going to open up. I'm going to share my screen with you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ask a few questions, because that way you're not wondering later. I chose these 3. I know the creators of these templates, which is great. So we all will create, different funnel templates and then share them in this marketplace.
Awesome.
And these are people that I trust and that I know. And this was my favorite. Okay, so there's the Girl Boss, which is a really cool, it's very connected template. Obviously, all can be changed and colors can be changed. But this one is the one I'm starting and creating a new course with. The Glamour course. It's just awesome, and it's just really connected to the girly feel. But the Glamour course could be one that you like as well. The reason why I like this one is because it really walks you through. It gives you a full, really simple to plug and play sales page with all the elements that are needed. Of course, testimonials, bullet points. Then of course, then you got the one-time offer page, the checkout page. You get your, just as we always do, which is your upsell, one-time upsell that we do in our webinar funnels. Just saying, hey, I've got this for you. Make sure you grab it so you can get double access to all the bonuses. And if you're selling your membership site, which I do recommend that you do a continuity, which a monthly, even if it's $7 to $17 per month,
Mm-hmm.
You will be blown away when you're getting, let's say you have 100 people and you're getting,
Mm-hmm.
just money every single month. It's just amazing what happens. Like we're up to like almost $8,000-9,000 on our monthly. It's just,
Awesome.
and it's just, then you have a great audience. So now those that even pay are ones that will also continue to join you at your workshops or join you at events.
So can I ask you something about like your membership site or how these normally work? Are you constantly adding new content?
Yeah, very good question. We do. So when you have a membership site that is paid for, you want to keep updating it all the time.
Right.
So, we have at every event that that I host or that even I attend or any new content I create, I'm constantly cycling and updating. And then what I also do is I use my membership site as a list builder and a brand builder for other people. So then I allow them to add in, let's say, a basic portion of their courses so that I get value for my people, they get exposure, and then they can offer their product, their advanced product, to those that reach out to them. So if you have others in your space, let's say you and Catherine, have courses, you can create a membership site that either has bonuses or you allow a portion of her to be inside of your membership site and the same for you with hers. Then you're getting new updates and now you're both building together. So it's a collaborative type of site. Mm-hmm. And that allows you to then upgrade consistently and have updates. Because if people are paying, they do want to see updates. If they go through your course, like I have 86 hours worth of material, so it takes a really long time to get through mine. Sometimes, they get a reminder a week, so it's more than almost 2 years of worth of content. Mm-hmm. But that's I'm still updating, and so that's what keeps people in. But my membership site's $47 a month, whereas the lower cost ones are you don't have probably as much information in there. But they're one of the best residual income pieces that you can ever have. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Content, so you can do your basic work, and you do quite a bit of content anyway. So you could literally, and how to record and plug and play, and add into ClickFunnels. It's really simple.
Well, also, my initial target with the show was that it would be live, and then the replay was available for 72 hours, and then it would come down from my YouTube page and go into the membership site. Yeah. I've been leaving it up just to get more views and have more stuff out there. So that is an option. I have a couple. I need to look at the templates. I need to see what it is that I want to put in there. There's two things that are initially, but like once we build one, and like you guys build it, then I can just copy it and create it and add other stuff. Yeah. So
that's the value of it. It's all clonable.
Yeah, there's two things that I wanted to, and I'm looking at, I think that, okay, so I have my pole dancing for consciousness videos on my website, but that's not really converting wise. So I have 4 free videos, and then if they want more, they get another 6 videos. We've talked about this with, for like $11. And then if they want more, so it's an upsell kind of thing, but it's not really converting where I have it. So I'm looking at moving it to its own, right? Instead of it being at Patty Alfonso, that's sexy. I used to have it on poledancingforconsciousness.com. So I'm thinking about using one of these templates to create that, having your team do that, because it's actually already pretty set up, and you don't have to wait for me to come up with what I'm going to do, so it's 4 free videos, and then upsell to the others, and then upsell to more videos, plus like the warm-up video that I have, and then upsell to like a private session, like something like that.
That's really, using it in ClickFunnels is you really want to do that because that allows you to market it. Right now when it's on like what I call like a flat blog, that's just like somebody gets there, right? Yeah. So you want to be able to actually market this and allow people to go through that funnel.
Yeah, totally. And then and then it's easy and it's all there. And then maybe all I would really need to create is maybe some sales copy for the upsell. Cause right now it's just the videos and then are ready for more. And then it takes them, it's not converting is the thing. Like it's just not converting. So I know that needs a change. So that's one thing that I would also actually really like to have on a membership site so that if people want to come back and watch them again, then it's easy to log into. Like where I have now, it's just not easy. It never really got finished. And then the other thing is the Essence of You taster that I developed, which right now it's 21 days, but it's all delivered via email. And I've had a couple of people that are like, oh, I didn't get all the emails, or I want to look at this information again. And I'm like, that I think would also be a really cool membership site where they can go back and reread stuff and download stuff or whatever. And then adding content to that would be.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to be said about taking all of your content that you do and having a home for it.
Yeah.
Because that's like, I've got membership sites for everything that I do, but it allows everyone to go and have a home. And then it also, I mean, it just, what it does, it keeps those people going back, and you get to see, ClickFunnels allows you to see who's going in, who registers, who's been in there before, so that you can begin to actually even tailor emails to say, hey, I noticed that you haven't been here for a while. There's new content, right? So a lot of metrics that goes behind inside of those membership sites. Just like the personal branding one. I know when everyone's like, I submitted this, I did this, like, you haven't even been in here for like 6 weeks. Like I had the other day, I was just in there, Rhonda. I listened to that call, and I'm like, no. That you didn't watch the training, right? Yeah. So it's good for, accountability, but it's also good for you to help you look at what your audience is doing as well. So those templates, I think that the Glamour template's really well done. All 3 of those that I gave you, they have sales pages in there as well. So, and a one-time offer. So you could literally use, like Pole Dancing for Consciousness, you give away some of that content already for free. That could be, more of your tripwire lead in, getting people in. And there's that upsell, saying if you want more, but it's more in a funnel. So when it's people, once they input their information, they don't have to do it again in ClickFunnels in the funnels. So that's why these OTOs or one-time offers pop up. People can just say, I want it. And then forever, anytime you ever offer anything, their credit card information is always stored. So if you offer something and someone that clicks on it, all they have to do is say, I want it.
Cool.
Yeah. So so all you really need to do is look at these templates and see, which ones that you like the most. And I think that you do have, all of your content already for Pole Dancing Consciousness is there. And then you can add into the main membership area, different categories of different programs and products. And in ClickFunnels, you're able to lock them down. Like, for instance, I was able to lock a lot of the modules that I put in, even into the personal branding one, for people that didn't buy the Sexiest package. So I locked off a lot of stuff. I think I lost Patty. Hold on, let me go find her.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
I was like, I think I lost her. Okay. No.
You said, what about the Sexiest branding package?
Well, I was able to lock off people that didn't purchase it. So what happens is in ClickFunnels, the reason why we put everything in there is because once someone buys something from you, it's registered as a product. And I was able to see if somebody bought the invoice called Sexy Branded Package, Sexiest Package, then they got access to everything. If they didn't buy it, it was locked off and they couldn't even see it. So you guys got more content than some of the others did.
Oh.
Right. So that's what the value of having everything's very intuitive inside of ClickFunnels. And it's really very simple. It says who gets access. It's got a lock and key on the top, and it says access, and you select whoever purchased this gets access to this. And it's really, really simple, and it allows you to do it. Allow you to home everything you've got. It allows you to then include all of your invoices for each program that you offer, and then just select which one of those gets to see your content. And then it's just basically a workable machine all the time. That anyone that purchases, you give them access, and you can grant them, and take access away.
Cool.
So, yeah. So I think that's going to be probably your best bet. I mean, it's good to have stuff on your blog, but really the blogs don't sell it.
No.
And it's not marketable. Blogs aren't as marketable as the funnels are. They don't move like
that. And I want it to point to a particular web address. Like I want to put it back on Pole Dancing for Consciousness for people who want that specifically, and have an opt-in and get access to the videos, and then a little bit of a sales with all of the different options. And a lot of that marketing or whatnot is written, and I know I can make it better, and I'll take a look at the funnels and all that kind of stuff. And then, cool. And then these, for like the Glamour e-course, all these images are changeable, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Everything. And this is the good part about it, is that all of these templates, obviously they set them up to look easy and quick, but everything is interchangeable. So what I'll suggest that you do is choose the template you want. You buy it downloads automatically into your ClickFunnels account. And then you go through each and every page, how I love my big paper, how I will explain is I literally take a picture of the funnel that I'm working on, and I know what the elements are, right? So then you're like, element 1, element 2, element 3, and then you're just plugging in what you want and the colors and changes that you want. Because I think what's happened to some of the ladies that were working together with the team is that they're just not very specific, and they're wondering why everyone's looked so great and theirs wasn't done. It's because they didn't know what they wanted and they didn't give instruction. You're very good at that, and you're very clear. So if you want to change the images, if you want to change the colors, you can have the guys, which you already have plenty, I think, is a lot of the branded imaging, is that you can just change that whole header at the top. Your header looks totally different. And now what can happen is, because you're now creating a new template, you just say, I need a new graphic header for the membership site with that color scheme with the new name. And then now they start duplicating those elements in those areas.
Cool. And I have a lot of graphics for that already as well. So it shouldn't be too difficult for me to go in there and just, make a list of, ABC, here are the changes. Yeah. And I have graphics and I have some color schemes already. So a lot of that stuff is done. It's just a matter of moving all the content over to ClickFunnels. And then on my main website, what I'm going to do is put an invitation for the Consciousness is Sexy show, like weekly free show, sign up here. And then that way, and then I'm going to start adding some of the videos and the footage, like the branded and the Speak in Dubai and all that, to my website to update that a little bit as well.
What I also suggest that you do is with, when you're putting all your content into ClickFunnels, you're actually able to give a 7-day trial as well, which could be a really great way for you to build that membership site that's usually end up charging for. That's what we do for ours, that we market directly for it. We said, well, let us give you access, 7-day free trial. And they still put their information, but they get to peep at it for 7 days. And if it's low enough price, then people just keep it.
Yeah.
If they like it.
And so what happens with the 7-day trial? Do they get automatically charged after the 7 days? And then if they don't want it, they have to, cancel it. And then your point of view is that if it's low enough that they don't really care that.
Well, yeah, typically what we find is a $7 and a $17 it has over about a 63% retention rate for minimum of 3 months. After the 3-month mark, if you are not updating consistently, then you tend to get about a 50% refund, or just cancellation. It's not a refund, a cancellation. But if you are 7 to 17, you stay strong. If you update it once a month, which is even something new, or you do your live shows. This is why I really kept consistent with my live shows, because people always felt like they were talking to me, and they always saw me because I was always live. So they're in my membership site and my Facebook group. I'm able to say, look, I'm doing this. And so they stay around. Once you go into the 37s and the 47s, then you have to be really conscious about the amount of updates that you do and the interaction. So that means that, there's everything in ClickFunnels has, you can either use your Infusionsoft, which is just giving them a weekly reminder or even a bi-weekly reminder of the content that's in your program, that's in your membership website. Just say, and you can just literally set it up when they register. It's a congrats, you're inside of the membership site. And then every week, maybe it's just the modules that you have. You organize a email template that says, if you haven't watched this video, make sure you get it. It's going to be incredible. And then you sprinkle in between that email sequence, join me on my weekly show, right? So you'll do, this week I'm actually putting some things together because Inge is kind of in the middle of starting to create her program. And I told her I would do the same thing. So I have an email template that I'm going to share with you guys. So basically you're welcoming them. Then you're saying, hey, it's a reminder of this content. And then the next week is don't forget to register for my weekly show where you can stay connected to me. Then the next reminder a week later is the next piece of content, right? That don't forget, this is what we're talking about this week, and to keep them in your membership site, right? Just to keep them coming back. And then you just keep sprinkling in your show in between. So now they're like, wow, there's always, but you're not ever talking to them unless, it's just your autoresponders. But that keeps people registering that come in. And then, of course, you do the reminders that are for your show as well.
Cool.
Yeah, because it's just another way to keep, that communication and connection. But it's simple. It's just a simple responder. But that keeps people, if you go beyond $37.47, then you have to really watch your updates. You have to have constant updates. You should have a higher quality amount of content.
Yeah, the membership site for the Essence of You Taster is more like a product.
Okay.
Like, I could add update, but it's a one-time $47 product. Right now it's 10 seconds. I just want to put it all in one place so that they can come in and look at whatever they need to look at whenever they want to look at it.
Okay, I see. So you're looking to do a one-off. I would suggest once you get it all plugged in, we do a one-off, and then you do offer more of your content for a monthly fee.
Okay.
Because if you do have one housed place, then you can have place markers. So you have the content they get access to, but then you can have a bonus place marker where they get more content. And that's really where the continuity comes in. Membership sites are membership. That's like a gym membership. You pay membership.
Well, I think for sure the Consciousness is Sexy show will become a membership site at some point. My first target is getting the pole dancing for consciousness out of where it's now, and that's what's going to be our first thing. And then once we create that, then I can probably just copy the template and do the other stuff myself or something. I don't know.
Well, this is what I suggest. I hear where you're at. This is what I suggest. Choose the template and get pole dancing for consciousness in there, so it can be more of a one-off and a place to go. And then we can talk about how to just turn that into a monthly continuity. You don't even need to keep duplicating and adding more. Literally, it's just a pop-up that you have, and then you can actually then create and use this in your shows. You're saying get access today, $7 free trial, then they're billed once, right? And then if you have more content, then you can still build it inside of this exact same membership site template. It's just locked off.
And for the pole dancing, I can also create more content as well. It's just more creation. What would I add to the pole dancing? And then all these ideas came. I'm like, oh, okay, I can do that.
Yeah, right.
I
would like to see you do is get that created and then actually start running an ad. Your stuff is so attractive that I know you will have very high opt-ins. In fact,
when I first did my pole dancing for consciousness opt-in page, the guy that was running the ads for me, he was like, either you're totally insane or this is completely brilliant. He's like, I've never seen conversion numbers like this before. And I was like,
I agree.
Oh, okay.
We've been running what's called lead ads, and where you bypass the opt-in. It's absolute magic. So you have a really gorgeous video, And the video, then it says they hit the learn more, and then it bypasses the opt-in and goes directly into your offer in your sales page. That would be something I think that you could just absolutely crush it with, where you use one of those videos and we do
a lead ad. Because, I have a really pretty sales page for the Essence of You video that I just created all this stuff and never got around to doing the ads for them.
Well, if you have that stuff, it's the video. We use video.
My God. Yeah. You sent me that guy's name.
Kim.
Yeah. No, it was someone else that you sent me to, and he gave me a price. It was just more than I could spend at the moment. And I was like, okay, this is on my to-do list. I need to generate cash before
Bernie Martin, he works for us. And then Kim Barrett is one of our
Liliana's husband. Or boyfriend. Liliana's husband or boyfriend.
Exactly. Yeah. So Bernie now works under Kim's team. So we brought Bernie over so that now Kim is, and Your Social Voice is managing all of our media stuff, because it was just getting to be too much and I just couldn't manage it all. So now they're working together. But what you can do is make sure that you come to this week's show of mine. Or you're going to Dubai, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm not leaving until Thursday.
All right. So you're going. I was considering going to Cairo.
Yay! That would be so fun.
I just got too busy, and Ernesto wanted me to come, and I'm like, oh, Ernesto, I just have so much happening. But I'm like, ooh, I want to really go to Cairo, so I might just surprise everyone and come to Cairo.
That would be amazing.
I know.
So cool.
I know. Dan's going, so Dan, he was just here for my event, and he's like,
I saw that.
So I may come. I'm not sure yet. It's because Cairo's the 11th through the 15th, right?
It's the 11th through the 13th, and then we or something like that, and then we travel on the 14th and we're going to spend a day in Muscat with Ernesto and Mitch, and then, but that's the end of the event. I think the 13th or something, 13th, 14th, something like that.
Yeah, because they have something are they running another event before it? They're supposed to be doing some luxury summit, but I don't know if that took place.
Well, they changed it. They weren't able to create that. So we're just doing kind of the same thing that we did last year. But right now they're doing a Speak and Grow Rich event at the Burj Al Arab, but I didn't know anything about that one. So
yeah,
come to Cairo. We're going to go to the pyramids.
I know it's not too far.
The energy at the pyramids. Come on.
I know. Seriously. I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to go to this. But it's just been so much. Like my daughter just got picked up as a fashion designer to be in Fashion Week in September.
I love her. Look at her.
I know. So we've got a lot going on. I have to really help focus on her. And so she's got to get her own studio and pattern making.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a lot of work there, but we'll see. So all right, so let's focus on you then. So what I would this week is this Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Kim is hosting a Facebook call, a training on scaling, ad scaling, and how to really leverage.
And this is on your Unstoppable show, on the weekly show?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
It's posted in all of my groups, and I'll make sure you guys get it, because he'll do a full training on Facebook. He's got a program as well, but it's if he's going to do full training though as well. He'll do an offer at the end, but he's going to teach a lot, so it'd be a valuable one to be on.
Cool. I will put that on my calendar.
Yeah. So let's focus on getting this this piece of your package and getting this piece done for you, because if you choose that template, look at the way the template's laid out, and then give them this is, even the best suggestion is to literally take, element 1, video, module 1, module 2, and just give video. And then you can go in and add content or the text that unless you can already have it written out so they can add it in. A lot of the girls was thinking they were copywriters, and you just don't want the team to do copywriting because they're not copywriters. So if you can literally take either snapshots of the pages and give each video of what you want inputted in on a WordPress or on a Word document. And they'll be able to transfer the data. Where is those videos saved at?
So I have some videos on Vimeo and other videos on YouTube. And that was actually my question. So for one of the upsells, I want to not give away, but I want to sell the Essence of You warm-up video. And that is hosted on Vimeo. And that can be in the package or in the thing so that when they log in, they have access to that video. Yeah. Do I need to put it on YouTube? It's a 30-minute video.
No, actually, Vimeo is better because you have metrics. Anything in membership sites, if someone's paying for something, especially, you want it to be all very clean. No ads, no YouTube. Yeah. Hosted, like all of ours are hosted on Wistia. Anything that we do for free is easy YouTube stuff, but the rest that people pay for, all is hosted on a private, hosting server like Vimeo or Wistia. So you'd want that. In ClickFunnels can take Wistia, Vimeo, YouTube.
Awesome. Okay, great. Vimeo. So I think they're all on Vimeo, and then I put some on YouTube for something else, but whatever. They're all on Vimeo. Yeah. So I can do that.
Yeah, I think that would really be just a great way to showcase, and then we can work on getting the sales pages done, and then doing an ad. I mean, seriously, get this thing done, and then let's run some traffic to it because I guarantee.
I'm down.
Yeah, cool. Automate it in a great way, and you'll be really happy and pleased because I know your stuff will convert. Your audience is so easy to find. You're very simple to find. I mean, you really do.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see that work. But that's what I would do. They already know. You have to choose the template and provide them with the content and the details. Because yours is not a blog, I'm going to ask where you need to submit this. So we have the recording here. John's at the recording, and then we will. I'll connect and find out with Mark of exactly how he wants you to submit this content, because we don't have a web form for this membership site because you're doing it in place of a blog.
Yeah, just let me know. I mean, I'll start putting it all into like a Word document, and then you can let me know what you want me to do with that information. I can either I can email them, or I can put it in a Google Doc or whatever. Yeah.
Google Docs could be easier too, because then you can add it and it changes for them, right?
Oh, okay.
So that probably would be better actually. And then, to have it say the exact name of the funnel pages. That's the best way. So it would be the funnel page name, element, each element that can be edited there. That way, when they're on that page, you're looking at your document, they take your video, they pop it in, they see the image, they place it in, and then you can say header image, need to create header image using my colors, right? So then that way now it's live, and then they can take and just add it right in.
Cool.
And then if you change or add to it as you go, then it's always active. I think that would be a better way to do it. Google Docs are good like that. So other than right now completing this membership site, what else is happening for you that you need some either advice on, or that just to help you, kind of give you a move forward? Have you considered doing any kind of VIP days or your own live events?
I have.
Because it's time. Once you start getting active, now it's time.
Yeah, I have considered it, and I just feel like I have people that are interested, but I don't feel like I have enough of a following, I guess, that would pay big tickets right now. I feel like I still need to establish myself more. And I think that the Consciousness is Sexy is going to do that, so people seeing me live and seeing me every week and all of that. And I have considered, but a lot of, I just have to change some stuff there, because I don't get a lot of like private sessions. It's not really my favorite thing to do. And I need to get more clear on what I'm offering. Like, I get what I'm offering, and when people work with me, they get it and they get the change, but I need to be more clear about what I'm selling to people, quote unquote, like what it is that they're going to get from having a VIP day with me.
That makes sense. And let's just look at a timeline. I always like everyone to leave with something that you can actually, use. All right. So right now we are in November, right? So I'm writing this as I'm speaking. So we're in November. Let's focus on November being getting your membership. You're right, getting your membership site completed and developed. Okay. So then you're going to continue in November to focus on your shows. Is that right? You're going to do your weekly show. Okay. Now, what I suggest if you're away,
I'll also be in Dubai for 2 weeks, so that'll be its own thing.
Okay. Now, are you going to continue a show, or are you going to not?
I actually pre-recorded one show, and I'm looking at pre-recording another one. So what I'll do is, while I'm over there, I can switch over the stuff, but I'm not going to do it live.
Okay. That was my recommendation, is that whenever you're away, add in something that was older or pre-record it. And then your audience, if you're set up, with reminders, and your audience is always right? Okay. So November, let's stay there for November. And either at the end of November, once you get this membership site set up, let's just say maybe December, early December, is that you are doing an ad promotion. I would say focus on the very first week of an ad promotion, like a lead ad promotion with one of your videos, like using consciousness, pole dancing for consciousness. That's the one that you'd want to sell, that you have the sales page for. We can focus on putting together a lead ad with your video that sells it, and you make it the December. It's like your big Christmas.
That actually would be really cool for like getting ready for the holidays and all the parties. Get your sexy on, whatever that is.
So I want you to start thinking of an idea of what that promo is going to be, right, for December. And you can, of course, have the team create a graphic for you as well. A reminder for that. In the personalbranding.sexy, on the very front page, it's all the intake forms. It's on. So that way, if you need new things, you just submit it, and they'll create it, and they'll give you, like, if it's beyond what we're doing now, it'll be, they'll just give you a quote on things.
Okay, cool.
Graphics, you can start sending the intake forms for new graphics that you need, so they can get started, because they will take, anywhere from 7 to, up to 7 to 10 days to get it submitted, created, and, returned back to, depending on the nature.
I lost you there. So we said something about the lead graphics. I lost you right after that. Okay.
Yeah, you popped off. Is if you need any new graphics, right, for these new promotions, in the personalbranding.sexy membership site, I have all the intake forms. So if you need new stuff that is beyond the scope of what we're doing now for this membership site, like there's one that says you need new graphics, new work, you can submit what you want, and they'll just give you a quote for additional things that you need. I know you have a graphics girl, but just in case, you just submit it early, because some people they're like, I need it in 2 days. Like, guys, this is real work, and it's not Fiverr, right? So oh shoot, you keep dropping off. I don't know why. May have lost Patty again. Oh, she's back.
Sorry, my internet keeps cutting out.
It sounds like internet.
Give them plenty of time. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just give them time, because it's, if it's a Fiverr gig, it's one thing, but they're not a Fiverr gig. They have, so that you want to make sure that you give them time for development. So I would start now in November thinking of, right, your promo. Like, what's my December promo going to be? And give it a name, give it a really, whatever, sexy Santa outfit or whatever you put on, or do something like that, or just make it fun, right? But just think about it, because no one thinks about those things, and then they go, oh, I should do something, and then it's late and you only get a week. Do it for the whole week of December, a month of December, and do a promo, and let's run an ad and see what happens.
Cool.
So I really want to do that.
That would be awesome.
An ad for you, and just see what it happens, right? And if we Yeah, I think we can do something really cool with that. And I have a couple ideas because whenever somebody has a really cool, good program, I'm willing to have our guys run an ad for you to see how it works and say, all right, if it works, you pay the marketing, we'll set it up and we'll take 20% or something just to see,
Awesome.
to make it work, right? So
That would
that
be
you're,
awesome.
because when I know if things are going to actually convert, I'm very willing to put my time and my effort into it. A lot of people are like, oh, I want you to monetize me. I'm like, I don't see an audience. I don't think it's going to, and it's true. And you have to be really honest with people. If something's going to convert, you're willing to put some time into it. Okay. So with that being said, that means think of your promo, like maybe your topic and maybe a graphic image that you want it to look like all through December, sexy, build for your sexy Christmas or something.
Mm-hmm. Ready for a sexy holiday season?
There you go. And then in December, literally first week of December, let's use a video, let's use the name, the promo, and then we'll get this membership site. Basically, it's a membership site funnel because it's a product funnel is what you're using it as. And then let's run an ad in December. And then you can have it as your whole month. She keeps dropping off. I'll wait for her to come back.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Hey, we live in the third world country. It happens frequently. And then in December, so the whole month of December on your show, this is your offer.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
So then now you're planning on how you're building up your end of the year, and this can become an automation for you. You could literally, get 5 to 10 people, let's say, every week that are, spending, whatever, let's see, whatever the price is, $297, $197, or $97. Imagine generating a way that this thing is working for you.
That would be awesome.
Okay, so let's prepare that, get it focused, because you are building an audience that is enjoying what you're saying. Now, all your shows that you're doing, say, and get ready, December, we're going to be hosting this. I'm going to be starting Get Sexy for the Holiday, right? Now all of November, you are seeding and pre-framing what's going to take place in December.
Cool.
Okay, perfect. And then...
do you know what I've been asking for the last couple of days?
What?
I wonder who could help me seed my launch.
You what?
My launch? Seed, that term, like to seed the launch. I've been asking, like, I
save my launch. I'm like,
no, seed. I want someone to seed my launch. Like, what's that going to look like? And here you are. We're going to seed your launch. I'm like, perfect. This is exactly what I was asking for.
That's what we're going to do, right? And then, so that's perfect. So then December, now you're keeping things moving. And then now what this does is it brings you into your new year of January, which you're going to now have a new list because you're marketing it. You have a new list because you've been consistent with your shows, and because you are, bringing people, you're integrating with different, with different people's lists and their pages, especially with Speak and Do Bio would be a good one because you're going to see your stuff. And then I would say in January, let's start creating either a big program that you release. I think have you already released your book?
I released my book digitally, and I haven't done anything to do a print release yet. So that. And I'm also working, actually I was writing today, I'm doing a compilation book with a bunch of other authors. That's going to be releasing in December.
Cool. All right. So there you go. So now you have another book that you can release, which is all part of, building you and building your brand. And then January, you might want to consider end of January, February, putting together something that you are now seeding through these last 5 months. You've been building this thing, getting 20 to 30 people, not high ticket, even if it's 20 to 30 or 100, maybe very low ticket that comes and you're talking about consciousness and you're bringing them, for $97 to an event that you host where then you're able to offer them a higher ticket program.
I'm speaking at an event in January.
All right, so you're speaking at an event in January.
Sorry. I'm speaking at an event in January in Denver.
Okay.
with a friend, like I'm one of the speakers at the event, and I think Catherine is going to be doing an event in February, and I was kind of tuning into the energy of that and what I
Good.
could contribute to her event as well. So,
Yep. I agree.
yeah.
That's a perfect way. So then, all right. So what you want to do then? Make sure in Denver that you've got obviously your books.
Yeah.
You have a membership
Something.
site too, and then you create. What we did for Jody is we created for Jody like a business card, but it was like a giveaway. So it was her business card on one side, and the other side was, join, get access to this program using promo code this, or join me on my workshop. So she was promoting with her business card, or it was like a free strategy session. Like, think of what you could do for them watching you. And because a lot of them are not salesy, so if you're not selling but they like you, you either have ask for a booth. Right.
I'm going to have a table. So I'm going to have, postcards and for the show and for my book, and, I'm going to put stuff together for that as well. So that's
perfect. So for like event package would be, making sure you have, stand up, and you can order the stand up banners really cheap with your face, with your book. I should see mine for my book. It's incredible. I'll give you.
Who designed it? Did your team design it, or?
Mark designed it for me. It's amazing. And I'll give it to you I'll give you guys all kinds of resources for that. But you want to have your sand, you want to have your book, you want to have your business cards that do a flip with some type of an offer, so you're not looking salesy, but you're saying, book a strategy session with me. Then you want to have a email sign up so they get access to your, weekly workshop, your free show, your free workshop. So now you are grabbing a list, right? And they're writing their name down. And and then if you're going to be at an event January and February, you might want to start a 4-week workshop, like in the, whenever, right after that February event. So you can be registering people for your upcoming workshop that you're hosting. And they don't have to pay at that time. You're just building a strong list of people that are interested in joining you.
Awesome.
Yeah, I should do an event package document for you guys, because everyone asks. I can give you also my resource for the fame banners and
I would like to have one of those done for my book or something.
You need to have it, and they're really small. They're easy to post up. Mine was just super cool. My book got canceled by accident by Christine.
I saw that. I was like, hey, like the pre-order or whatever. I was like, didn't I pay for this already? Wait, I really wanted it.
It's been a complete nightmare for 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh. Are we going to get it back?
Well, I'm launching November 25th, because that's actually the day we started traveling. But there was an error that was uploaded to Amazon and they canceled it. I was not happy.
Give me my money back, or am I still going to be on your list for when it comes out?
No one was charged. You don't charge until it's delivered.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh.
No one got charged, but now that's what I'm working for.
I'll buy it again, Rhonda.
I sold over 800 copies, though.
Damn.
So it was a very big letdown.
Well, what's right about it we're not getting? I bet you'll sell twice as much now.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I said. I said I'm going to use it, but we're hoping that Amazon will send an email to the last, buyers. So we'll see. I just am waiting for it. But anyways, the banner is awesome. You need to have it. That way, anywhere you're speaking, you get a table and you put your banner up, back some books up, and you have your cards and have your registration for, either a strategy session or a workshop or something that you're offering.
Something. Awesome. Sounds good. I think that's
cool.
I'm full. I'm full of stuff to do now.
I know. It's always like, what am I doing? But it's good. It's really, you're building too quickly, so it's really strong.
Yeah, this is exactly what I needed right now. So
good. Awesome. And you leave on Thursday for Dubai. I hope I'll see you there. Still haven't completely made the decision yet, but it may happen.
I'm going to pull on you, Rhonda.
I know.
Come to Cairo.
I really want to go. It just comes down to Hanalei and, all that. Yeah. I've been leaving. We've got a lot going on this year.
You're a powerhouse. You'll get everything done that you want to get done. It's all good.
Fair enough. Awesome, babe. Well, is this,
cool. Yeah, this is perfect.
Posted, and then this will be a recording. We'll make sure you get it back, and then I'll find out how to, actually I'll make sure John finds out how the best way for Patty to submit this membership site, because it's taking place of creating a blog. So we'll find out how that intake from.
Awesome.
Cool, girl. All right, babe. Have a great one.
Keep good. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Right, I'll see you soon somewhere around the world.
Bye.